Right, hello and welcome. My name's Jay. I buy and sell on eBay UK. I mainly buy big collections and sell them individually online for a profit. At least that is the plan. Every week I put out a video as to what I've sold and what I've not sold. This week's been a really good week, to be fair. We are in Q4, so yeah, it's been busy. If you do like the videos, please give us a thumbs up. More importantly, if you could subscribe or you got any comments, please put them down below. But without further ado, I'm going to turn you around and show you what's sold. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Monday and sales have been really good, to be fair. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, but I have got a little story that I want to share with you as well. So quickly over to the sales. Two Hornby Lomax, they sold for £15, cost-wise those about a £5. Some R607s, cost-wise about a £5, they sold for a £10. I've then got this Irish railway, I think it's IIC or something like that, coach, that's, or sorry, wagon, that sold for £14.99, cost-wise about a £5. Then got an F&R 040 local, that sold for 20 quid, cost-wise that again about £10. Got an old Lima train in there, that sold for £15, cost-wise and that about a £5. Two Pico points, they sold for £20, cost-wise on those again about a £10. I've then got a brushless remote control setup out of, a brushed remote control setup out of a car that I bought, that sold for £17, cost-wise and that about a £5. A Highland Railway train there, that sold for £20, cost-wise and that a £10. Couple of coaches, couple of wagons sold to the same buyer for, I think they were £7 each, cost-wise on those 3 or 4 quid each. R609s, they sold for a tenner. R605s, they sold for about, I think it was £8, but they are the older style track-wise. As you know, I don't earn a lot out of the track. This there, that sold for £20, cost-wise and that about a tenner. I've then got another one here that sold for £14.99. That is the part number there, cost-wise on that. I'm going to say about a £5. I've then got a remote control car and I want to share a story with you. So this remote control car I sold for £80. This is what's known as a roller, so it's got no electrics in it whatsoever. So I recently treated myself to a remote control car, hence why I'm selling these, because these are my older ones. And I paid £305 for it on a best offer, and it was pictured with electrics inside it. Electrics for a remote control car can vary, but the electrics that are inside this car that I paid £305 for were about £100 to £150 worth of electrics. Long story short, the car turned up without the electrics. So I messaged them to say, you know, where's the electrics? They said, oh no, the electrics weren't included in it. Now, nowhere on the listing did it say electrics not included. And to be quite honest with you, this geezer made me he was insinuating that I was an idiot, thinking that it would come with electrics, even though every picture showed the car with electrics, and there was nothing to say that those electrics weren't included. That was my Christmas present to myself, which hopefully will be returned. I've basically opened a return on eBay, which I never do. I never return anything. I bought stuff before and it's not as described, and I think, you know what, it's here now, I own it, it is what it is. I'm not one of those awkward buyers when I'm buying. I'm sure we know awkward buyers, but I'm definitely not one of them. But it's the point. You know, you're not talking about a small thing. How would you feel if you bought something and something major was missing off it? So the pictures were taken, it's all on there. And I get if I buy a TV and it's on a table and the table's not included because I bought the TV, I get that. But this was actually bolted to the car. It would have took you 10 or 15 minutes to sort of remove it. Anyway, I'm going on, but yeah. So even us eBay buyers, people, or eBay sellers, we've got buyers out there that try and have us over. And, you know, that's something that I don't do. I pride myself on making sure if I show a picture of one thing that my customer actually gets that. So, yeah, I'll keep you updated on how my return goes on that one. But I'm going to get this lot wrapped up and I'll update on what I sell tomorrow. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Tuesday. Yeah, 9 sales in total, short and sweet. 2 lots of track there. R609, R607, they sold for £10 each. Cost-wise, I know it's probably close to £10 to be fair. These also sold for a tenner. R605s, cost-wise, I know it's about a £5. Got a Hornby Thomas and Friend cattle wagon, that sold for £10.99, cost-wise, and that about a £5. Got this Virgin power car, That's the numbers on it there. That's sold for £32.99, cost wise now about £12.50. Then I have a standard Horby controller, that's sold for £19.99, cost wise now a tenner. Got this Corgi lorry, that's the part number there. That's the lorry there, that's sold for a tenner, cost wise now about £5. Then we got another Hornby dummy train 125 again, that's the numbers on that. That's sold for £17.99, cost wise now about £10. Then finally we got this DHK razor roller, pretty poor condition body shell on it to be fair. That's sold for £54.99. That is going to Italy via GSP, so I won't count my money yet until they've got that. Cost wise on that, probably about 35 quid there or thereabouts. So yeah, that's my Tuesday sales. Get this wrapped up and update myself tomorrow. Right, hello, welcome back. It's now Wednesday. Sales are not letting off to be fair, so yeah, really happy. Starting over here, got a white and blue four-wheel wagon. That's sold for £9.99 cost wise on that. No, £10.99, sorry, cost wise on that about 3 or 4 quid. Then we've got this LBSC 629040 loco. Don't see that very often. That's sold for £24.99, cost wise on that about a tenner. This buyer bought 2 lots of points, are 8073s, are 8072s I think they are. You paid £13.50 for each of those. Cost wise on those I'm going to say about 5 each. Then got a poor condition LNER coach 1010. Then nothing interesting to be fair. A standard Hornby controller that's sold for £20, cost wise on that a tenner. R609s, I couldn't actually find the ones that they purchased, so I've had to subsidise them with another one, but these are in really good condition anyway. They sold for a tenner. Then we've got a N-gauge item there that owes me about a £5, that sold for £14.99. Can't see it in there, so I'll splash it up. It's a Airfix train in there that sold for £19.99, owes me about a tenner. Another standard Horby controller that sold for £17, again owes me about £10. Quite a rarity. This is going international, so I hope you're happy with it. It's a record. It sold for £9.99, cost wise on that probably about £1. Then we have a brushless motor and ESC out of a remote control car. This owes me about £20. It's sold for £45 today. And then last but not least, we have another set of points which sold for £13.50 again. So yeah, not a bad day. Going to get this all packed up. I'll update you on myself tomorrow. Right, hello, welcome back. It's now Wednesday. Sales are not letting off to be fair, so yeah, really happy. Starting over here, got a white and blue four-wheel wagon. That's sold for £9.99 cost wise on that. No, £10.99, sorry, cost wise on that about 3 or 4 quid. Then we've got this LBSC 629040 loco. Don't see that very often. That's sold for £24.99, cost wise on that about a tenner. This buyer bought 2 lots of points, are 8073s, are 8072s I think they are. You paid £13.50 for each of those. Cost wise on those I'm going to say about 5 each. Then got a poor condition LNER coach 1010. Then nothing interesting to be fair. A standard Hornby controller that sold for £20, cost wise on that a tenner. R609s, I couldn't actually find the ones that they purchased, so I've had to subsidise them with another one, but these are in really good condition anyway. They sold for a tenner. Then we've got a N-gauge item there that owes me about a £5, that sold for £14.99. Can't see it in there, so I'll splash it up. It's a Airfix train in there that sold for £19.99, owes me about a tenner. Another standard Horby controller that sold for £17, again owes me about £10. Quite a rarity. This is going international, so I hope you're happy with it. It's a record. It sold for £9.99, cost wise on that probably about £1. Then we have a brushless motor and ESC out of a remote control car. This owes me about £20. It's sold for £45 today. And then last but not least, we have another set of points which sold for £13.50 again. So yeah, not a bad day. Going to get this all packed up. I'll update you on myself tomorrow. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Thursday. It's slowed up a little bit to be fair. I've got 6 sales, but one of them doesn't want to be posted till tomorrow, so I won't do that till tomorrow. Starting over here, got 3 Hornby Toy Story wagons. They sold for £24.99. Cost wise, I know it's probably about a tenner. Then I've got a, what's that? A Hornby wagon there. You can see it in there. That sold for £6.99. Cost wise, and that 2 or 3 quid. This is a pretty good one. It's a GMR or Airfix 6110 Great Western train. That's sold for £44.99. Cost wise on this is about a tenner, so yeah, some nice profit in that. Following on from the Toy Story theme, got a Toy Story trap mat there. That sold for £6.90. Cost wise on that next to nothing. Then I've got a remote control car, ESC and motor. This sold for 70 quid, and if I'm honest with you, I'm just getting my money back on this, so there's no profit in that whatsoever. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 returns today. One was for a train not running, even though I did test it, it did run, but that is what it is. And another one because the guy bought some OO track thinking it was smaller track, but I've still got to pay for the privilege to post it out to him and pay for the postage back as well, which is just ludicrous. But hey, it is what it is. The roller coaster is eBay, so I'm going to get this lot packed up. Update on my sale tomorrow. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Friday. Yeah, sales are still going really strong, and my floor is still squeaking. Anyway, it is what it is. Starting over here, got 16 lots of R605. It is the older lots. This sold for $14.99. The buyer has asked me not to post them yet, although I'm going to mark them as dispatched because they want to buy a few other bits and they're not sure what to buy yet. Then got a Joe F. I believe this is a power car. No, it's a dummy car. They are quite heavy, these Joe F Intercities. They're a HO scale. This sold for $24.99. Cost-wise on it's about a tenner. Cost-wise on the track will be next to nothing. Then got a UK Garage Record Bump and Flex. This sold for $14.99. Cost-wise on this 2 or 3 quid. Got a lot of R609, sold for $10.99. Getting low on track now, fantastic. R607 sold for $10.99 as well. I think I've probably got about 20 to 30 lots of track left, which is fantastic. But throughout the year, I build it back up over Christmas time. I sell loads of it, so yeah. It is what it is. Then got a Team Associated remote control car slider there with some parts. I was going to build this up myself, decided against it. This sold for $89.99. It owes me, all said and done, probably about 70 quid, so no profit in that, but money back scenario. GWR 4-wheel coach that sold for £10. Cost wise about 5 quid. I think I showed you, or at least tried to show you this. This is Emily from the Thomas and Friends range. The nose cone is missing the face cone there. It's about a £200 train, but this one does need some TLC. I sold this today for 75 quid. Cost wise on this is going to say about 15 quid, so a nice bit of profit in that. And then finally, 2 standard Hornby controllers. One sold for £17, one sold for £19.99. Cost wise on those about £10 each. So yeah, going to get this lot wrapped up. As per normal, won't do a Saturday, we'll do a Saturday and Sunday roundup. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Sunday. I've got 17 sales. It's about 3:30, so no doubt I'll have some more. I'm going to quickly get through them so the video's not too long for you. So starting over here, we got a Hornby Smoky Joe. That's I say that's the part number. There's no part number on it. That sold for £24.99. Then got one of these Corgi Pickford lorries that sold for £7.50. Cost wise that about 10. Cost wise that 2 or 3 quid. Then we have an Intercity. I believe this is a 225 coach. It is a longer one. I think there's some part numbers on there or some running numbers. That's sold for £22. Cost wise and that a tenner. Then I've got this GW wagon there that sold for, I think it was £9. This is an annoying one. The parcel got delivered to the wrong address, so I did refund the gentleman. For the cost of it, it's just not worth going through Hermes trying to get my money back and so forth. He's bought it again, but I'm going to send this one, rather than send it with Every, I'm going to send it with Royal Mail, so hopefully it ends up getting there. What he did say to me yesterday, which was a little bit annoying, is I have to put a certain thing in the address that he didn't include on his eBay address. So thanks mate, it cost me the best part of 15 quid plus a bit of postage. Anyway, this sold for £35. Cost wise on this now, I'm gonna have to put the cost of the other one into it as well, so I'd say I'm probably just breaking even on those. Then I've got this Dock Authority shunter that sold for £18. Cost wise net a fiver. Then got another one of these 225 coaches there, sold for £20. Cost wise net a tenner. This buyer bought 2 125s off me, one for £39.99, which is a power car, this one, and then he bought this one here, which is a dummy car, for 22 quid. I'd say conservatively they probably owe me about £20 between the pair of them. R605 bread and butter, they sold for £9.99, cost wise a fiver. Some points there, they sold for £12.99, cost wise again about a fiver. This was quite nice. This come part of a set that I bought, but this is actually brand new and this sold for £25. I'd say cost wise and that about a fiver. Poor condition train there, that one there, Doesn't run, sold for a tenner, cost wise about a fiver. Then we got this LNER coach 4237, that sold for £9.99, cost wise about a fiver. It's kind of like a broken record per minute when there's loads of these things, because they're all pretty much the same. There we have that one there, that sold for £12.99, cost wise about a fiver. And then last but not least, we got a poor condition Joe F dummy car. That sold for £15, cost wise, and I'm going to say about a tenner, so not much profit in that. Then I've got this Rave tape pack there, Helter Skelter one, there's 3 tapes missing. That sold for £19.99, cost wise, and that I'm going to say between £5 and £10. So yeah, that's been my week. If you do like the videos, as I say, please give us a thumbs up. More importantly, if you've got any questions or comments, please put them down below, and if you could subscribe if you are new, that'd be fantastic. Cheers.